Okay, so we strongly advise customers to continuously or frequently check the resin vat for any possible signs of dimples, which could lead into holes, or possible scratch marks, and that's a sign that the FEP film needs to be changed. The support structures frequently, depending on the speed, they can pierce, they can cause the piercing to the FEP film, and that is inevitable, that it's going to happen. Where your FEP film is going to develop a hole. So firstly we suggest that you frequently check your FEP film for any dimples, scratches, and possible holes. Like this FEP film here, you can see there's an actual hole in that, and then there's a few dimples or scratches. Another thing as well, we advise customers not to use their nails to remove parts that might be stuck on the FEP film. We advise them to soak the resin vat with IPA. Once it's soaked for about at least 15 to 20 minutes, you remove the IPA, and whatever's stuck on the the FEP film should easily come off. Second method, you can leave the resin in the resin vat with the part stuck, and there's an option on each and every printer of the frozen interface to show you that there's an option for vat clean. What that does is that it prints a tiny film on the FEP film, where you can actually peel it off. So whatever's stuck on the FEP film can be peeled off. So that might be a second method that you find easier to do. If you find that stuff is stuck, never use a nail or a scraper, even if it's a plastic scraper. Never use that to clean the FEP film. That also leads to possible holes and dents on the FEP film. The best way is to, even when you clean the FEP film, that you want to put in a new fresh resin or another type of resin, drain or decant your resin. Whatever residue of resin is remaining, just spray alcohol and then empty it out about 2 or 3 times. That generally cleans off the resin that's in the resin vat and the FEP film. And then with IPA evaporates. So after some time, it will be clear and for you to continue to use the resin vat. But never wipe it with the tissue. Never wipe it with a cloth. That also tends to damage the FEP film. Moving on to the screen, we always recommend customers to install a screen protector on their printer. This customer unfortunately did not install a screen protector. He had a hole on the FEP film, which then leaked onto the screen, and then you can see here he scratched the scratch marks of there's evidence of scratch marks on the screen, and then obviously cured resin, because once the resin falls on here, the light from the printer obviously cures the resin and becomes hard and becomes more difficult to remove. So we advise that you install a screen protector over your screen, and that just helps and prevents a damaged screen. This is from all different screens. You can install them. Also, what could happen is if the resin overflows, it could actually fall into these holes or sensor holes. It could seize up your Z-axis rail, your motors underneath here, which then can also drain into the bottom of the printer, and then damage the electronics underneath. So this one there's residue of resin here underneath the screen, so this needs to be cleaned or replaced. This is a glass, and then E at the bottom, close to the power supply as well. So we're going to need to try and clean that and get rid of it. So yeah, this customer is has to replace the screen. I mean, it's a simple thing. Just before starting the print or doing your first print, just install a screen protector, and then also making sure that you check your resin, your FEP film every time, quite frequently.